What's a new crew? Welcome back to Backroads Homestead. My name is Cassandra if you're new. Today we are doing some freezer meal prep, no cooking involved whatsoever, and I'm only using what I already have in my freezers and pantries. So I will link recipes that I am using as inspiration in the description box below. That does not mean I am following them to a T because I'm using what I have. I pulled out 4 packages of chicken thighs that I bought from Sam's Club. Plus, I think I pulled out 3 pork steaks? Yes, 3 pork steaks out of my freezer that I would like to marinate all of them today or get them into a freezer Ziploc bag for like a dump and go crock pot meal. Hang on, I'm gonna unplug my coffee maker so it stops beeping. The game today is speed. All of my big kids are right out my back door. I can see them all very happily playing in this sandbox, and I gave them a whole package of water balloons. So I'm hoping that they will, hopefully those water balloons last as long as I need them to. My baby's napping. Husband is working an overtime shift today. It's a Saturday afternoon, so I'm going to try to use my Saturday afternoon quiet time to prep ahead for upcoming solo parenting I'm going to be doing over the next couple of weeks, kind of here and there. Plus, just homeschooling is starting back up full steam, and I would love to have some dump and go meals, some things to pull out of the freezers so I can do the hard work now and thank myself later for having easy to pull out meals ready to go. I do plan on doing a beef version of this day as well. What's up?
I have a little
An arm in our household right now, so every time we're in the water, we have to wrap it in a bag. The bag was slipping, so we fixed that. Hopefully that'll be good. I'm hoping I don't have too many interruptions because I want to just bang it out and get it done. But I also pulled out a venison kielbasa that I kind of wanted to make a crock pot dump and go kind of meal out of, with like shredded potatoes, and I have peppers coming in from the garden right now and like some onions that I harvested today out of the garden, but I think that might wait. So my plan is for over the course of the next couple of weeks, like 2 or 3 weeks, to find chunks of time like this in the afternoon where hopefully as my baby's napping, I can just rock out a couple either dump and go meals. I want to press burgers and meatballs and stuff, some meatloafs for the upcoming couple of weeks. Plus I want to do some like full baked casseroles, a lot of sourdough bulk baking. So I have grand plans. What'll actually happen in the next couple of weeks might be something a little different, but we're going to start with this today because I really need a win under my belt, and I really just know that this is not going to take very long at all. So what I did last night after I put all my kids to bed is I went down in my freezers and I pulled out the meats that I wanted to use for today, and I put them in my fridge overnight. So maybe not all of them are like super unfrozen, super thawed, but it's good enough for today. Now typically if I were cooking chicken for a meal for my family of 7, I would use this whole package as one meal. However, because I know that I'm going to be using these mostly for when I'm going to be down my husband and maybe a couple of kids or a kid or 2, we have lots of hunting trips coming up over the next couple of weeks where either my husband's going to be gone or my husband and a child at some point, where I know I'm going to not quite need as much as I would in the past. So for these 2 meals, I want to do a like Mexican style chicken. We're going to do a crock pot or an Instant Pot chicken taco, and then we're going to do a cilantro chicken. And honestly, they're probably going to be pretty close to the same thing, but 2 different type meals, very quick, very easy. One's going to be more of a marinade that I could do with rice or even in a tortilla on top of nachos, and then one is going to be a typical like chicken taco that my kids absolutely love. I could also use it for like enchiladas or chalupas or something. Like I said, I'm using what I have. So for, I think both of them for like my marinating liquid, I'm going to go ahead and use some salsa from the garden. My in-laws gave me this. This is from 2022, so it definitely needs to be used. So I'm gonna put maybe about a cup or so in each bag. Now for my Mexican style chicken, I thought I pulled everything out that I was gonna need, but you always miss a couple things. I'm gonna put in a little bit of chicken base or like a bouillon or something like that into my chicken tacos. Now, when I did go grocery shopping, where is it? I did get a massive thing of cilantro because I knew I was going to be doing some of these meals and I wanted some fresh cilantro. So I'm just going to rip these up with my hands. That might drive some people nuts. That's okay, I totally get it. But for us, it does not bother us. If you want to chop it up really nice, go for it. But we're going to end up shredding this anyways. It's going to cook down in the Instant Pot or in my crock pot. So it's going to cook it down. We're not going to have huge chunks of cilantro in it anyways. If you wanted to, you could do this, like I said, crock pot, Instant Pot. That's how I prefer to do these. And then you could shred it, eat it over rice or, like I said, enchilada, chalupa, anything like that. I'm going to do the exact same thing with my cilantro for my like cilantro style chicken. This one I think I might use more as a marinade and then like saute it in a frying pan and then eat it or serve it over either a white rice or like a Mexican style rice. And I think I'm just going to slice them, probably just one, and put them in my cilantro chicken. That way it's in the marinade, but when I'm actually pan frying the chicken or like sauteing it, it's out by then. So it'll add a nice little layer of heat, but nothing super crazy. So my jalapeno is going in here. I should have labeled this bag before I put everything in it. Okay, for the next two, I want to do, which is what is like our version of a teriyaki chicken. This is a family favorite. You have options here when it comes to cooking as well. One, you can use this more as just like a marinade. Pull it out of the marinade, cook it on your grill, cook it on your Blackstone, bake it in the oven, saute it on the stove, put it in a wok. Like there's tons of options when it comes to this as well. Or cook it with a little bit of this marinade and then add in a little bit of something to thicken that sauce. I typically use cornstarch because it's a gluten-free thickener that I just keep on hand. We're not gluten-free, but I tend to keep gluten-free thickeners around for when I'm when I'm cooking for the holidays because I do have family members who are gluten-free. So I tend to use that as a thickener just out of habit. You could use flour too, but cornstarch works really well, and then it'll thicken it up, glaze your chicken really nicely, create a nice thick sauce, and then we pair that over white rice. You could do a fried rice. Sometimes we put it over like ramen packets, like the ramen noodles without the seasoning packets. Add in your favorite stir-fry vegetables, whatever's coming fresh out of your garden or whatever you can find on sale. So delicious. Wash my hands. The recipe calls for either honey or brown sugar. I don't have any like bulk honey that I want to put in here. I only have really good like local fresh honey that we've purchased, and we're using that for more like eating, putting in teas and stuff that we're really enjoying right now. So I don't want to waste it in this. So I'm going to use brown sugar. However, I don't have any brown sugar made right now. So what I'm actually going to do is take some of our cane sugar here. And I'm going to put a little bit in each bag, and then I'm going to pour in a little bit of molasses in each of these bags. And then eventually I am going to need to make some brown sugar at some point in the next couple of days here. But this is what gives you that sweetness. If you wanted to, you could substitute this with maybe like a can of diced pineapple or crushed pineapple to give you that sweetness, which I could have done actually, but we're already committed to this. So I am going to add in a little bit more soy sauce here because that bottle, it's a little light. I like it to be a little bit more than what we have in here. But I'm sticking to things that we make and use all of the time so that it's really easy to pull these out on days when I need them. I'm not measuring because, like I said, I make these all the time, so I kind of know what I like these to look like. However, I will link the recipes these are inspired by down below. I am going to add a splash of water into each of these bags and then a splash of molasses, a little bit of ginger. They're also really fun if you pair them with like egg rolls. We'll get those from Aldi sometimes, or you could throw in like wontons or dumplings or something. They're really fun. Just makes it a really easy, fun meal. And I suppose you could always throw these in your Instant Pot too if you wanted to. And then just add in your cornstarch and thicken it up right at the end, and it'll be great. So now we have, in a matter of a couple minutes, 4 meals that I will be able to pull out at my leisure. Now, I pulled out extra chicken thighs here. So now I'm starting to wonder, did I have another meal that I wanted to make? And I can't remember what it was. I don't know. So I'm gonna leave those there for a minute and just kind of think on those. Maybe I pulled them out just to have extra meat. I can't quite remember. But now I have 3 pork picnic or pork steaks. We got this pork in 2024, so it's time we use it up. So we're gonna get it marinating so that it's easy, just throw it on the Blackstone, and I can pair that with like baked potatoes or a pasta salad or something, and mac and cheese even. Have a really easy protein to pull out for my family. This is one of the meals, or one of the things rather, that I know I don't have all quite the right ingredients for. It calls for smoked paprika. I don't have that, so I'm going to be substituting chili powder. I'm very aware that it's not quite the same thing, but with me still kind of participating in my pantry challenge, it's kind of the best I'm going to get. So I'm going to start by putting my 2 pork steaks in each bag. This will be plenty of meat for me and either 4 or 5 kids that are going to be utilizing these meals. I'm still a little undecided. How exactly I want to do these pork steaks, because I have a rub recipe that I really like to do on these, but to be honest, pork just isn't like our favorite kind of meat, so we've been kind of slow on it, which is why these pork steaks are from almost 3 years ago. Wow, going on 3 years, I guess. So I wasn't quite sure how exactly I wanted to do these, because usually we'll do them in a teriyaki sauce like we did 2 of those chickens. But I don't necessarily know if we need that much teriyaki in our lives. So for 2 of these, I'm gonna marinate them how I would like my spice rub for on the grill. So we're gonna start with a little bit of olive oil in each bag. This is just to give us a little bit of moisture in the bag, something for the spices to stick to. I'm gonna start with some of this Kansas City barbecue rub. I got this on clearance from Walmart a while ago, and I really don't use it very often at all, but it's basically just like brown sugar, salt, onions, paprika, which is what we needed, garlic, mustard seed, stuff like that. A little bit of like liquid smoke or whatever, so probably not the best for you. Throw in a little extra pepper, and then I am going to throw in a little bit of chili powder into each of these, close them up, and these are going to be ready to go into the freezer for future use. I've just decided we're just going to call it for today. Some of my kids are starting to come in. I have a couple other things I'm hoping to get done today during nap time as well. So I'm going to leave these 2 chicken thigh packages out, and I'm going to cook them over the next couple of days. If I find another idea or another recipe to throw into a freezer bag to get in the freezer, I will do that. So for now, it's just going to go back in the fridge. I will figure it out, but I'm very happy. I got 4 chicken marinades done, 3 pork steak marinades done as well. Make sure that you guys subscribe if you want to see other meal prep videos that we're going to be doing. Some no cook recipes when it comes to ground beef is what I'm hoping to do next. Plus a couple more crock pot, instant pot, dump and go kind of meals heading into the fall. Comfy, cozy type meals. Also super budget friendly with whatever I have coming out of the garden and in the freezers, locally sourcing things as well. Also hoping that I can do some sourdough bake ahead days, like one for now, one for later type things to get in the freezer as well, whether that be like pizza crust or full made strombolis, some different styles of focaccia bread, cinnamon rolls, things like that heading into a really busy season, homeschooling and whatnot. So what we end up getting done today, I'm going to go ahead and get the kitchen cleaned up and reset a little bit, and we'll go over all of the things that we were able to get done today. Review, what we were able to get done today is 1 cilantro chicken. The only thing that I had to actually buy for this was all of the cilantro because everything bolted in the garden with the weird year we've had. We went ahead and got a Instant Pot or crock pot chicken taco with a bunch of fresh cilantro as well. Once again, the only thing I purchased for this was the cilantro. We also got 2 bags of a chicken teriyaki made. Did not purchase anything for this over this last grocery shopping cycle. This was everything that I currently had, which is great. So 4 different meals, 3 different kind of chicken versions made up. Then we went ahead and did our spicy and sweet barbecue pork steak. I'm actually really excited about these. And then we did 2 pork steaks that are just a seasoned rub. And all of these have multiple different ways of cooking for multiple different like days and styles and things. Pair these with different sides and they'll be completely different meals, which is fantastic. So in a matter of about half an hour or so, I cleaned my kitchen and got 7 different meals ready to go and in my freezer, which is fantastic. I absolutely love that for me. I just want to share that it can be super simple and super easy to get these like make ahead meals in your freezer for those busy days when sports, you have like school all day, sports, whatever like your life circumstances is. It can be really that simple as just pulling one of these out in the morning, coming home, throwing these on the grill if you need to, making, you know, some rice in your Instant Pot or something and having dinner really quick and really simple. So these are all going to go straight into my chest freezer for later. And as I'm putting these in my chest freezer, I'm going to pull out, I think I did the math, I think I need about 20 pounds of ground beef for everything that I want to do with the ground beef freezer meals. So today was a good day. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me here on the homestead, utilizing whatever we have coming out of the garden, different things like that to make some really budget friendly, cost efficient, family friendly meals. And I will see you guys in another one.